Hello and welcome back to Blackfeather Guild. Today we're doing our third episode of Season 2 of Tickfaw Files. And we're going to figure out what's going on, hopefully, with Naomi and this weird mirrorverse and people eating mirrors and stuff. Hopefully we're going to figure out what all that's about. Before we jump into everything and meet the cast, though, I want to talk about viewer actions really quick. There's a number of ways that you can actually interact with the stream from the audience. One of the easiest ways to do so is through the game tweet, which you'll see there in chat. Every 10 interactions on that gives a D4 to the cast and to the DM that we can use on any rolls that we would like. With this being Monster of the Week, a D4 is especially powerful because this is a 2d6 system, so an extra D4 is almost a full extra die on the roll. So, very cool stuff. Other ways that you can participate from the audience are through guild coins. If you look at your Twitch chat box, there's a little icon right below that. It's rainbow colored, it has the Blackfeather crest on it. If you click on that, you'll be able to see all the different things that you can use guild coins on. And some of those are plot points. And you can see a brief description of what those are right here. They allow you to interject things into the game from the audience, anywhere from just a very minor change to a big one. You can see a full description in the panels down below, or if you click on each individual thing in that guild coin menu, it'll give you a full description there as well. But the DM does have final say on what goes in, so we may edit some suggestions that you make with those if they would be particularly game-breaking or just really would not fit into the story at all. So do keep that in mind. Try to stick as close to the story that's happening as possible. But other than that, we'll try to stick as close to what you suggest as we can. Finally, you can also contribute to the Guild, Blackfeather Guild channel, help keep the lights on and all that through direct donations, subscriptions and bits, and through Patreon. Direct donations you can find at the bottom of this chart here, coffee.com/raven or raven.rocks. And there in chat is the Patreon. So direct donations work, Twitch bits and subscriptions also work. And then for Patreon, our Bard tier patrons and higher get credits towards viewer actions every month. You can see all of that in chat there. Other things that are really cool about Patreon this month in particular, we're just about ready to release the second edition of Fundamental RPG, which is a system that we've used for Badlands, Animus Absentus, Water, and Lightbringer on this channel. The second edition, which is way better than the first one, should be releasing sometime this month in a playtest format on Patreon. So Bard tier patrons and higher will get automatic access to that. And all patrons have been getting little previews here and there as we go along. Different things like what the alignments will be, what the attributes are going to be called, and things like that. So if you are interested in that, definitely sign up for Patreon to get that playtest version for free. And then if you are interested in playtesting that, not this coming Friday, but the Friday after, I'll be running a playtest of that game on Friday night at 7 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time, which is 9 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And that, of course, will come with a free copy of the playtest version as well. So lots of really cool stuff. I think that was just about it, except for explaining what the viewer actions are for the donations. So real quick, we're going to go over this chart right here. So switches allow you to change the verb of somebody else. So to give you an example, let's say you have a bard in your party that wants to seduce the dragon, and the DM or another party member is tired of the bard trying to seduce everything. So they throw out a switch. The bard then has to choose another word other than seduce, and it can't be a direct synonym either. So it's a way to nudge the story in different directions. It's kind of fun. The advantage in the reroll, you roll twice and take the better of the two results. The only difference between those two is that the advantage has to be called before the roll is made, whereas a reroll can be done at any time. Finally, the complication, it's a bit like the plot points, but it's a lot more, you get a lot more leeway with it. 1 to 3 sentences of whatever you want to add into the scene, or change about the scene, or take stuff out of it if you want. Whatever you want to do, you can. The DM can edit that as well, just like the plot points, um, but we'll try to really stick as close as possible to what you suggest. Only times we really do a lot of editing if it's something like the big bad evil guy falls over dead all of a sudden, because then we don't really have a session. So stuff like that will change. But that's how the complications work. Swap 2 players for 5 minutes means that we will swap characters. So we'll play each other's characters for 5 minutes. And that includes the DM, so you can put one of us in the DM seat and have Rowan play one of our characters for 5 minutes as well. It's pretty fun. Um, and then finally, the one up. If there's a character that you really want to make sure survives the campaign, the one up is a great way to do that. For Monster of the Week, if one of us would get to 8 harm, which would kill us, rather than that happening, we will go to 7 harm instead and be stabilized. So that we're no longer dying and we do have some health there. It's not an immortal card. We can't really use that as like plot armor, if you will. But it does give us a fighting chance to get out of whatever situation that we're in. So it's another really great thing that you can do with your donations. I think that is everything. So we're going to go meet the cast and get started on the game itself. So, Rowan, take it away.
Hello, I am Rowan North. I'm a freelance illustrator and art educator. And this is my game. You can find my stuff at rowannorthillustrations.org, and that includes like updates on shows that I will not be doing because coronavirus and all that stuff. But all my updates, all my social media and stuff can be found there, and I'll post that in the chat. To start off, let's introduce Yasmin. Do you want to go first?
Yeah.
Yes.
I am Yasmin Tatiana. I am a graphic artist and illustrator. I will leave a link to my apparel website in the chat group if you're interested. And I play Savoy and Zakiel, a changeling that inhabits the body of a human, and they couldn't be as separate in personality from each other as they are. Could it be more? Anyways, you get the gist. And it's just hijinks all the time. Lots of hijinks. And that's it.
Fabulous. Thank you so much. Vanessa, do you want to go next?
Sure. Hi, I'm Vanessa. I'm the token Canadian of the group. I am primarily a traditional artist, pencil sketch and watercolor, but recently I've been getting back into my digital art, which has been real fun. And I play Mira, and she is a red cap fairy, which is the fairy equivalent of a vampire. So she has to consume human blood to stay young and healthy. And she's also the grump of the group, I would say.
Well done. Thank you so much. Finally, last but not least, wait, no, I have to actually get to Raven as well. Unless did you already introduce a character? I can't remember.
I have not introduced my character, no. But Riley can go first.
Riley, go first, and then Raven, you go last.
Okay. Hi, I'm Riley. I play Jonas. Jonas has a Jones in for Mira. Anyways, Jonas.
That's a good job.
Thanks. Jonas, he is the cinnamon roll of the group. Jonas is Jonas.
Fabulous. Thank you. Finally, last but not least, Raven, please.
Yeah, so I'm Raven. At this point, you probably all know me. This is my channel. I do tabletop stuff. Virtually every facet of tabletop gaming outside of making dice, and that's just because I haven't gotten to it yet. I play Dick Belleru. She is a private detective, hence the nickname Dick. And Yeah, she's an interesting character. Um, trying to think of how to describe her, and I am just coming up with blanks right now. But she's pretty laid back. Um, definitely has like a New Orleans sort of slow accent. Kind of takes everything in and watches everyone, but is not afraid to push people's buttons just to mess with them as well. She's a lot of fun. She asked Naomi out last session, uh, and couldn't even get through food without something weird happening. And now Naomi's stuck in a mirror. So this is a fun time for Dick. Dick's having just the best night.
I don't remember Naomi being stuck in a mirror, actually.
Didn't she go inside the mirror right at the very end last week?
I don't think so, no.
No, that's what we were afraid of, but it wasn't the right mirror. We needed the right mirror.
Yeah, you need the right mirror.
I thought she got sucked into it. Probably because of the art from last week.
Nope.
Or last time we played, rather. Because it's been a hot second.
So, you pretty much summed up last session, but if you remember, like, they were testing it with different mirrors. Savoy was like, okay, watch this. She puts her hand up in the mirror and nothing happened. Naomi does have a doppelganger in the mirror, though. So what you have to do is find the right mirror, and Naomi is going to take you to her place to see if you can find the right mirror.
Oh, yeah.
Already inviting her over to your place. I mean, what?
You mean inviting me over to her place?
Well, yes. Whatever. So, yes.
All right.
So, Jonas, you were not here last time. I'd say that you probably were taking a nap and missed the whole thing because it was kind of a rushed, hurried emergency. So you just come downstairs and here's everyone kind of looking a little bit desperate and frazzled. And Naomi's there in front of like a large mirror. That's what you come downstairs to.
So I take it the date went well?
It wasn't
It went alright. Until, hijinks of supernaturals.
Yes, that. Roll investigate a mystery for me.
Okay.
I actually have to get Monster of the Week up myself.
Okay, so that's a 6. Yay, I get experience, so I don't know what's going on.
Okay. Well, no, that means I get to go and make a hard move.
What? Dang it. Jonas.
So, Jonas, you look over and Naomi's reflection didn't turn with her. Her back is not like it's still standing there like normal when Naomi was like facing it. So Naomi's turned, it hasn't turned as it should. It seems off.
Mm-hmm.
And the reflection looks at you, Jonas, and smiles, and the mirror breaks.
Savoy slaps her face. Like face palms.
Slaps her face.
Yeah, just like that.
Oh shit, my face!
What's wrong with Naomi?
It was like, nothing's wrong with me. I just have 7 years of bad luck now, I guess.
Savoy just shrugs. They're like, we aren't entirely certain yet.
I I can't say I'm entirely sure what's going on either. Um, Mostly that I've kind of been dragged around because something's weird with my shadow as well, correct?
Yes, Savoy says, still uncertain.
That's Dick. Dick was the one who experienced this.
Um, what did I see with the shadow? I remember the mirror, but I don't remember the shadow.
The shadow wasn't moving the same way that Naomi
Oh.
was.
Yeah, so Dick just goes, yeah, the same thing that's going on with reflection. Your shadow's got her own idea of what to do, which usually means, in my experience, some kind of curse or some other really bad thing you don't want to mess with.
Ah,
Peter Pan.
wait,
Peter,
what? Peter? No, not like
Jonas,
Peter Pan.
what?
I don't think.
Peter Pan, his shadow.
Yeah, like that, except your shadow's trying to kill you instead of, you know, being playful.
Uh, it hasn't tried to kill me yet.
Yeah,
Ah, you're really convinced that things are going to go poorly for me, aren't you?
darling, I'm always convinced things are going to go sideways.
All right. Yeah, we were. Uh, Apparently, this isn't the right mirror. She gestures to all the glass on the floor. And so you all wanted to check out the motel where I'm staying. Is that correct?
Seems the best next place.
Yes, I think that it would be pertinent for us to at least take a look.
Now, ordinarily, I'd be delighted to head back to your place, but in this case, we should probably be pretty cautious. I'm still not feeling the greatest about this plan, but I don't have any other suggestions.
Right. Right. So, um, yeah, I guess who all is going? What's the plan? Do you guys want to discuss it? Especially Jonas talking with the other people before you leave. What exactly are you planning there?
Where?
Dick's planning on going, but that's it.
To the motel,
Family
Jonas.
field trip.
Road trip.
Where you used to live. For how long? How long were you living in the motel, Jonas?
Like 2 months.
Maybe longer. Wah! My chair just dropped.
Oops.
Yeah, like 2 to 3 months. I think. Motel days. Just
Oh, those
trying to
motel
forget
days.
them.
Why do you sound so old?
Jonas just woke up from a nap. Jonas doesn't know what's going on.
I relate, Jonas. That's how I sound when I wake up from a nap.
No, you need your emotional support, Mira.
Yes.
Are you bringing Lily or Selena?
Mira would probably see if Lily wants to go.
I don't remember being in a motel before. Is it exciting?
Mira tries to like plaster a smile on her face, like, yeah, real exciting.
Are there puppies there?
Well, the motel doesn't have puppies. I mean, unless somebody in the motel has a puppy, then I'm gonna have to say no.
Jonas,
Yeah.
you lived in a motel before, right?
Mhm.
Were there puppies there?
No.
No.
Nope.
Why would anyone ever go to a motel then?
Because they just need a place to sleep.
But they can sleep on the ground.
You
Or
know,
they
I
could
really
come
wish
here.
I really wish that you had been around when I first got here, because that would have saved me a lot of money, that mentality. But at the same time, you're the reason that I was out here, so
I was? You came for me?
yeah, I came for you.
Oh, that makes me feel happy.
Mira
Okay.
like Lily by one hand and twirls her around.
Whee! I'm dizzy now. Are we gonna go? I can go with you if you want me to.
Yeah, if you want to.
Amy's like, well, the more the merrier, because I'm just very grateful that I tend to be orderly. It's not like it's a small motel room. It's not like, all these people won't fit. It's fine.
You know, you'd be surprised how many people you can fit in a single hotel room.
What? Where?
Savoy chuckles at this and walks out of the room and says, I'll go get the car ready.
Thanks, boss.
Barnabas is like, I can drive it around if you'd like.
That would be great, Barney. But I will come and oversee the preparation.
Very
They
well.
mean they want to get out of the room, Barney.
Right.
Savoy just dirty looks, like what is it? Mean dogs, bad dogs, Dick, as they walk out.
It's like the evil eye thing.
Yeah, pretty much.
The stink eye.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
So, all right. So I would like, Dick.
Yes.
I would like you to roll, just sharp up and down.
Sorry.
What?
Oh my God, Riley. Plot points redeemed. A handheld blacklight that Jonas gives to Lily to keep her entertained at the
Ew.
motel.
Have you considered
I'm
that?
sorry.
No.
I was distracted by that. What did you want Dick to roll?
Sharp, just straight up and down.
Alright. Sure.
Trying to pull up my seat that's leaning back, but I'm afraid I'm gonna pull down the wrong one again. There we go.
That is a 10.
10. All right. Dick, as you guys are getting ready to head out front, you see something. You see for a moment someone standing in the doorway. You think it's Geoff, but when you turn to fully look, he's gone.
Okay. Make a mental note of that. and remind myself to ask Savoy about something when there's a chance.
All right. So you guys all head to the motel. Jonas keeps on, like, Jonas, do you have the Drucklight? Have you given it to her yet? Or are you going to give it to her there?
I will give it to her there.
Okay. So, what kind of car are you driving exactly, Savoy?
It's probably a larger car. I wouldn't say like a limo or anything, but maybe like something that seats everybody, more of like a utilitarian vehicle.
So,
Because there's now plenty of people.
unless you want like a stretch limo, which would be awesome.
I mean, we could do that. Savoy has a stretch limo.
Hey,
It could even be like
bro.
like one of the really like the older classic limos where it's basically just a longer Cadillac instead of like the limo we think of today.
Yeah,
Baby, get in my Cadillac. I mean, sorry.
in the voice of Macklemore, Savoy leans out of a back window and says, "Get in my Cadillac." And it is more of the classic stretch limo because now they have at least one too many people to fit in a normal sedan.
Be right there, boss.
Do you have like the loud bass going in the back of the limo? It's like boom, 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 boom.
Oh
You can
yeah,
just
there's
vaguely
hydraulics
sound.
and everything.
It goes choo-choo,
Oh my god.
and like LED lights.
I love it. I love it.
So, so you all load in, I think. Everyone, correct?
Yes.
Lily is particularly excited. Naomi seems embarrassed. Like, this is a bit much.
Well, Naomi, you ought to get used to it because I don't go anywhere in a cheap vehicle.
Right. Of course you don't.
Except for that
Dick,
one
make sure
time
to-
Mira and Savoy went to Louisiana, but you know.
It's not canon.
That's right.
Dick makes sure to sit next to Naomi and does the whole like stretch and rest her arm on her shoulders.
Oh no. And Naomi's just like, ah! Oh. She isn't sure like she should say anything or what. Lily, meanwhile, is loving this. She's just eating it up. She's just like, oh, it's so pretty. Is this where people go to get crunk?
Yes, Lily. Very good choice of words.
Dick is just like trying to suppress a laugh, and she's like, "No, kid. This is what you ride in to go to the place to get crunk."
What does that even mean? It's a kind of juice, isn't it? Like
tang?
They still have tang.
It's crunk juice, yeah.
Crunk juice.
Dick.
That sounds fun.
Dick, I'm gonna have to ask you to not teach our adoptive child to use the term crunk juice.
But a black light to use at the motel's okay?
She doesn't know that it's the crunk juice.
She doesn't know what crunk juice is. But forget I said anything, kid.
Mira's just gonna place herself definitively between the child and the rest of everybody else.
Smart choice.
Nobody ever talked to my daughter ever again.
One time, When I was in the Princess Castle, they had juice, and it made me all dizzy. I took the juice. It was funny.
Jonas looks at Mira like, what the hell?
Mira just shrugs her shoulders because to her that's perfectly fucking normal. The fairies have the fizzy juice.
They have fizzy grape juice.
It is what it is.
Will my seat actually blow up? I'm like sinking in my chair. Give me 1 second, you guys. I'm like noticing me and the camera just get lower and lower. I am so sorry. Okay, much better. Okay. All right. So you guys go out to the motel. Like, do you head straight to Naomi's room? Do you try to check out the premises? Do you check out Naomi's shadow on the way?
Savoy would be keeping an eye on like Naomi's details, and would likely go and speak to the front office just to be like, hey, just letting you know that I'm doing a routine check. Everything's normal. Wanted to know if anything weird was going on.
Okay. Let's have you roll to manipulate someone.
Excellent.
That's plus charm.
I have a natural appeal, so I get to roll weird.
So you're awesome like that.
Yeah.
You're just like I'm unnaturally awesome.
Pretty much.
That's weird.
And you should listen to me.
I got a 7.
They'll do it, but only if you do something for them to right now to show that you mean it. So the guy looks at you. It's like, Savoy, you've never done a routine check here before, but you're not exactly like a health inspector, fire safety,
No.
Fire marshal.
But well, I'm none of those. But I am a quality inspector from the house, and I would be happy to inspect your financials to ensure that you also get a pay raise.
Oh, I didn't realize that this was you know, when I took over this place, I didn't realize it was an HOA, but I guess.
Well, we wouldn't necessarily call it an HOA, but I do want to ensure all of the businesses in town are getting what they need, as long as they're providing our guests of the town what they need.
What? No offense, but what guess?
I understand that we.
While this is happening,
Mira
Dick's gonna lean over to Naomi and just be like, you think they know that you could just show them your badge and we could walk right in?
He doesn't seem the smartest.
Mira walks over to Savoy, and just for the fun of it, just like leans over and taps the wallet in Savoy's ass pocket and is like,
Oh yeah.
Looks a little alarmed for just a second, and then pulls out their wallet and like very clearly displays that they have several $100 bills in their wallet.
Oh,
and is just
yeah, that's right. Kyle told me you was loaded. I don't think I know we've met in the past, but I don't know if you knew my name. But it's Ted Wright, Kyle's brother.
Well, Ted Wright, it is a pleasure to meet you, and I hear that you're doing a real stand-up job here at the motel. I've got a couple of people that have stayed here. Actually, this fine lady behind me is renting a room from you. And
Oh yeah.
I understand that while things are tight, you may not be making what you hope to be making. So I'd be happy to help out.
Mira just rolls her eyes and goes back to Jonas.
You know, that's mighty thoughtful of you.
Savoy pulls out like $200.
Right. Sure. You know, if you want to inspect away. I mean, it ain't much, but it ain't a roach motel, you know?
I appreciate it, and I hope you have an excellent day. And pushes the $200 across the counter and turns back to the party to walk
Ted,
out.
like, eyes around, like, it looks at the security camera, and then slowly, like, pockets the $200.
Great.
And makes a mental note to delete that footage later.
Yeah, right? Checks the time, make sure there's a stamp on it.
Yeah. Amazing. All right.
Oh, man.
So, okay. I'll give you guys a few options here of what to do as you're looking around the motel. There are a couple guests. I mean, there's Naomi's room. There's the room that Jonas stayed in. There's only like one other person really staying there right now, and it's actually one of the animal people.
They're still here.
No, they're wanting. There's one guy who's staying to make sure that they don't have another alligator problem, because that was really weird. They lost a
Gotcha.
vehicle over that. So,
right.
you know, it's kind of like a work vacay where he's allowed to stay and keep an eye on things and see if he can find tracks of that thing and all of that. So, yeah, all right. So you can let's see here. Read a bad situation.
All of us?
One of you can help out. If any of you have magic, you can try to sense magic by using magic.
Which stat is read a bad situation?
That is plus sharp.
I'll help out with that.
I will assist anybody, but I'm not necessarily the most adept at figuring it out.
That's an 8
Mira
to assist.
And for magic.
Okay. All right. So 8. Who's helping out? Okay.
Helping.
I'm
That
also
gets
helping.
you.
So that would make Jonas's a 12.
Well, it depends on who they're helping. You can choose to help one of you, not both of you.
Oh, okay. I can help Jonas sense magic. It just might be.
He's already succeeding. Just
Okay.
FYI.
Was it? Who else was taking a look?
Mira was sensing for magic as well, correct?
Okay, then Dick just looks around, tries to figure out the bad situation. Won't help because Dick doesn't have magic.
Then Savoy will assist Dick.
All right, that takes it to a 9. If someone wants to assist Dick as well, then you can if you succeed, you can take it up to a 10.
Tell you what, I will help. I'll just help Savoy then, since Savoy's using sharp, not magic. I thought Yaz was using magic too.
Okay. I'll just take it as a cool roll instead of a sharp roll, because usually to help out you do a cool.
Cool. All right.
So sure. All right. That takes it up to 10. Jonas succeeds. Savoy succeeds. Mira, what are you doing?
Mira rolled a 10 for magic.
Okay. So we have 2 separate people sensing for magic. I will actually get into that. Do one of you want to take like a bottom floor and one of you take a higher floor? Maybe, if you both are sensing for magic? Because there's like multiple stories to this place. There's 4 stories to the motel in total.
Holy crap.
So, do each of you want to take a floor or just investigate like a
We can
bottom
split up.
floor?
Let's
Yeah.
split up.
Okay. So who's taking the bottom floor?
Savoy will be on the bottom floor, but Savoy is not
actually-
magic.
Okay. Well, that means that Dick, you will want to be with Savoy so that you have that full success.
Okay.
Jonas, you
Yes.
taking second floor,
Sure.
and then Mira, you'll take third floor. Naomi will be with you because her room is on the third floor. And I think in general, you guys have planned, like, once you go scope everything out, to meet in Naomi's room. So, all right. Mira third. This is important. Jonas second. And then Dick and Savoy. I'm writing things down. That always doesn't mean it. That always means something great, right?
I'm impressed.
Totally.
We ready
Okay.
to die to then?
So, all right.
Ride or die.
We're going to
Ride or die.
start with the first floor with Dick and Savoy. So, what specifically are you checking out? Just mirrors, shadows, what in general?
It would be mirrors, places that might appear darker than normal.
Okay.
Any kind of unusual footprints or traffic in the area, since the clerk did specify that there were so few people, so there should not be very much traffic.
True. Dick, what about you?
Are we not going directly to Naomi's
No.
room?
No, you guys are meeting up there after.
Yeah, we're doing a perimeter sweep essentially.
Okay. Then yeah, Dick's looking for things that don't match up. So shadows that are going the wrong way. Things in mirrors or windows that are reflected that are not actually there, and vice versa. Dick's
Okay.
looking for anything that the casual observer would just completely dismiss as maybe they saw something out the corner of their eye, and she's using her finely honed supernatural detective senses to detect.
Would you say that you're turning in a Dick slip?
What?
To hone your senses? I don't know. I tried.
I give you an A for effort.
An A for effort.
To quote Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged, now that's got to be some type of innuendo.
I tried so hard to come in with the Dick joke, and I can't. Train you in the ways of the Dick.
Yes. Young Dick Cricket. Sorry, off topic.
Well, I guess you could say
Anyways, that's what Dick's looking for.
You just call it an addiction.
That was a good one. All right, so what do we find, Rowan? What do we find?
Okay, so all right. First off, with read a bad situation, you get to hold 2. It says to hold 3, but that's just like too much. We'll make it like just like even across the board for investigating a mystery.
Okay.
So it's what's the best way in, what's the best way out? Are there any dangers we haven't noticed? What's the biggest threat? What's most vulnerable to me? What's the best way to protect the victim? And you can also, I would also include the investigate mystery because they're both kind of the same thing, right? So what happened here? What sort of creature is it? What can it do? What can hurt it? Where to go? What's it going to do? What is being concealed here? So I'd say both of those are up for grabs.
I vote we do what is being concealed here, or where did it go?
Yeah, what Dick's looking for is something that is trying to hide. So the
Okay,
concealed one
so
for sure.
our first one will be what is being concealed here. Can I alter one of the questions just a little bit?
Sure. No problem.
Instead of asking what is my escape, can I ask what could its escape be?
Okay. All right. What can its escape be? Hold on, I'm writing it down because I have to think a little bit. Okay.
Okay.
So, all right. As you guys are investigating, you there isn't really any footprints, I would say, because it's fairly clean. The carpets are clean. It's not like there's anything really out of the ordinary until Savoy, because you are investigating the mirrors, you see a handprint on the mirror.
That's unusual. And Savoy is going to call Dick over to take a look at it. Can Savoy take a photo of the handprint with their phone?
Sure.
Does it translate through the phone?
Good question. Yes, it does.
Does anything else appear in the photo?
I will say what's interesting about the mirror in the photo is it's not reflecting you. It's reflecting nothing.
Fascinating. Does the mirror have a black border around it?
It does not.
Savoy's going to actually try and talk to the mirror, just be like, hello?
When you look in the mirror, not through your phone, the mirror looks fine.
Okay, but the handprint's still on it, right?
Yes.
What room number is this?
Room 119.
Okay.
Hey, boss.
Yes.
Can I borrow a smoke?
Of course. And Savoy will hand Dick a cigarette and lighter.
And you hear Todd
like,
Todd's like, hey, no smoking in the building. If you're gonna smoke outside.
That's fine. We'll smoke outside.
I'm not smoking. Shouldn't you be at the counter?
I am at the counter. You're literally down the hallway. I can lean over the counter and see you down there.
That is some impressive vision that he can see down the hallway into the room.
You're not in a room. You're in the hallway.
Oh,
you're
so
just right by.
The hallway?
It's a mirror. Yeah, there's mirrors in the hallway, like decor.
Oh, okay. I thought we had gone into a room. So we're next to 119, but we are not in a bedroom.
You are not in a bedroom.
Okay, that makes sense.
Dick is going to take the cigarette and flick it at the mirror to see if it goes through or if it bounces off.
It bounces off.
All right.
Savoy's going to recommend that we move on. We just take note of the location and where it is.
Okay.
Do we get... Oh, wait. We already asked our questions. That's right. Do we get one more question?
Well, you are not done with that floor yet. However, I'm going to move up a floor and talk to Jonas.
Perfect.
So, Jonas, how exactly do you set up like your magic or whatever for doing this kind of spell? Do you just like open your senses, or do you actually like make a circle or something? Do you have like little objects you use to kind of channel your magic when you're trying to sense things. How does your magic exactly work? I don't think we've really asked that before.
So Jonas uses gestures like ninjutsu gestures and incantations that he'll mutter under his breath.
Okay. So watch so much Naruto growing up, that ends up how you use it.
Yep, that's how he decided to use magic.
That's
Amazing.
adorable.
As long as you remember the words, because from our last campaign, Jonas learned magic through book learning.
Mhm.
So as long as you remember the words for the spell, like, it's no big deal. But luckily, good old Crazy Eyes trained you well.
Mhm.
So you do your gestures, and how if something's magical, what do you expect to happen? Do you expect like the mirror to like things to glow? Do you expect like little shining lights to appear or lead you to it? Or do you expect like your skin to change different colors depending upon what's nearby? How exactly does this show up?
Not super visually, just like a sense, like making the hairs on his neck stand up, and just like he can feel the magic, like a physical thing.
Okay, so you cast the spell and shivers just go fully up your spine.
Okay.
What you realize, it's like you are on edge. You feel like you just got like a bad chill. What you realize is, god damn it, this whole place is magic.
Okay.
And that's really it for you right now.
Would that be different to what he would have felt before when he was living there?
Yes, because you're specifically looking for it now.
Okay.
We will get back to you, Jonas, in a second. Mira and Lily and Naomi. So Lily's hanging out with you, shining a black light on all the things. She's just like, ooh, wow, look, this wall has splatters on it that just glow. And Naomi's like, oh, right. Who gave her the black light? Looks at you, Mira.
Mira's not too concerned with Lily and her black light, so she doesn't really pay attention to what Lily's doing. She's just like, oh, yeah, Jonas gave that to her.
Right. Probably make a request at the front desk so someone clean that wall. And then, Mira, as you are kind of looking around, you're getting ready to cast your spell to sense magic. And then Jonas actually comes down the hall and he says, hey guys.
From like where they just came?
Yeah, up the stairs.
Other direction.
No, up the stairs, like, hey guys.
Mira turns around and she's like, hey, like, weren't you going to be checking down in the next level?
Oh, yeah. That place is like, I honestly didn't have to do much work to know, like, it's way... there's nothing really there. I tried casting a spell and nothing happened, so...
Okay. Well, we're just checking around, so you can come join us, I guess.
Oh, yeah, sure. And he starts walking with you guys. Naomi kind of gives him a quizzical look. Naomi's like, all right, honestly, I haven't really seen anything in this hall out of the ordinary. And then, um, and then Lily shines her black light up on the ceiling and says, "Hey, look, footsteps."
Well, that's fucking weird. Mira stops walking and she looks at the ceiling, and she goes to Lily and says, "Can I borrow that for a minute?"
But Jonas gave it to me.
I'm gonna give it right back to you. I just
Swearing.
Promise?
I promise, pinky promise that I'll give you the light back as soon as I'm done.
Then give me your pinky. No, he's like, that's not how it.
If I were to like get Mira to mime taking off her pinky, would you make me roll magic?
No, I would have you roll cool. Act under pressure. Magic show. Let's go.
Magic show. Let's do it. Okay. Cool is not my greatest stat, but let's see what we get. It's a 7.
You mime taking it off. Got mixed success. So you mime taking it off, and Lily just seems disappointed. She's like, "Oh, well, here, you can have it."
Mira takes it and stands up and just rolls her eyes because, humans. But she follows the footsteps on the ceiling with the black light.
So the footsteps lead to the end of the hall. What you notice about the end of the hall is that there is a mirror there. In fact, there's kind of like mirrors for decor all along the hallway. Usually like with a potted plant or something in front of it, or a lamp, make it feel brighter. It's pretty typical. So at the end of the hall, there is a mirror. The footsteps lead to it and stop at it. Can you read a bad situation for me?
Which one's that again?
That is sharp.
Great. 8. No, sorry, 7.
7. You get to ask one. So what's my best way in? What's my best way out? Are there any dangers we haven't noticed? What's my biggest threat? Or what's the biggest threat? What's most vulnerable to me? What's the best way to protect the victims? I would also still include investigate mystery in this. What happened here? What's our creature sit? What can it do? What can hurt it? Where did it go? What is it going to do? What is being concealed here?
Probably what is being concealed.
Okay, so you look at this mirror. First off, you have your magic spell kind of active, or because you were casting a spell actively.
Yeah.
Or I would just say that it's just in general your magic sense. So one of the things you have noticed that your nose tickles all over the place. This place is full of magic. It's like an allergy attack up in here. But as you approach this mirror, it feels stronger. It doesn't have a black border though. But you look in the mirror at your reflection, and you don't see Jonas in that reflection.
She doesn't let on that she doesn't see him, but she does turn to him and just kind of like nonchalantly says, you said you casted a spell to sense for magic and you didn't sense anything?
Yeah, not downstairs anyways. Why, do you sense something?
Yeah,
I mean, the footsteps on the ceiling, that's weird.
Mira's right off the bat, like, okay, unless there's some funky ass magic on the way here, like, there's no way that a floor is going to prevent someone from feeling that. Where is Lily right now?
Lily is kind of just behind both of you, just tagging along. However, Naomi's gone.
Why you gotta do me like this? Mira, first thing Mira does is position Lily behind her, especially when she sees that Naomi is no longer there. So she pulls Lily and puts her behind her.
Yeah, okay.
Thanks
And
so
then-
much, Michael, for that $10 tip.
Ooh,
Uh,
thank you.
A complication of a reflection will act on their own.
Okay.
Bum,
And-
bum, bum.
So, Mira, what way are you facing? Are you facing Jonas or are you facing the mirror?
How, like, where, what way is the mirror positioned? So it's like obviously
It's on that far wall. So Jonas is right here. Then there's you, there's Lily, and Naomi would have been behind both of you. It's hard to say. But so you would have to turn your back to the mirror to face Jonas.
She's kind of standing slightly more angled toward Jonas, but her body is facing that other wall so that she's kind of like got Jonas on one side and the mirror on the other.
Okay.
But she is slightly more angled toward Jonas, and she's got Lily in that back corner.
Okay. So it is. I'm going to have you roll sharp up and down, please.
All right. And of course, we've got the sharp at -1, so that's great.
Wow. Remember that you have 2d4, 3d6.
Okay, I rolled a 7. Is it cool if I grab a d6?
You can.
Yeah.
But I will also grab a d6.
Okay.
As a reminder to everyone, there's currently 2d4 for the cast, now 2d6 on the cast, 2 switches, 5 advantages, 2 rerolls, and then Rowan is sitting here with 10
On my
d4s. Yeah, 5 d6 now, 2 switches and 2 advantages.
Let's
So
see.
for me, that's a 10.
10. Okay. That's total. You can't get that with a D. Where's my gemstone dice? I just got these really cool gemstone dice and I put them in one of these pockets. And can I find them? No. Okay, I found it.
So that's a 10 with
Rainbow
the
fluoride. 9. So you still get a mixed success. Because I got 1. I rolled 1. All right. So, all right. So you get a mixed success. So, you do notice, from a mirror, like the way you're standing, it's hard for you to see your reflection. You are still seeing the mirror, but it's hard to see the reflection because reflection is so dependent upon what angle you're at, right?
Yeah.
However, you see your reflection in another mirror, and the mirror that you're standing in front of. So basically, there's a mirror against the hall this way. There's a mirror behind you. You are seeing in this mirror. In this mirror, you still don't see Jonas's reflection. However, you see your reflection in the mirror behind you, and it initially has its back towards you, but the longer you're standing there, it starts looking over its shoulder. at
Great.
you.
That's not creepy at all.
So we're gonna leave it there for a second and go back
Cool.
downstairs.
I love it.
Yay! Okay. So downstairs we have Dick and Savoy. And are you like investigating the rooms? You have the kitchen there. There's a kitchen area where there you have like the continental breakfast prepared and things
Okay.
like that. Lounge area.
Hmm. I'm not sure where Dick would look beyond that. I'm knowing that there
The
is an
rooms.
issue with that one mirror. I think Dick is kind of fixating on that mirror in the hallway a bit.
Okay, so boy, would you go check things out without Dick? Oh, is Yaz not at keyboard?
Whoops. Sorry about that.
It's okay.
If Dick wanted to keep an eye on that mirror, Savoy would have Dick stand in the hallway where Dick could keep both an eye on Savoy while they walked into the room and an eye on the mirror.
Okay. Dick's gonna pull out her DSLR camera and just start recording. Set it on a table or something facing the mirror in the hallway.
Okay.
Where she's standing. That way, when she looks over at Savoy, there'll still be a recording of what's going on in the hallway.
Okay. So as you are looking towards Savoy, Naomi comes down the stairs. And she's like, "Oh, so just so you know, we did find something odd upstairs."
Okay.
Savoy would take a peek out of the room to look at her.
Is Naomi in the frame of the camera?
Do you have the camera facing the mirror? Because this mirror is in the hallway.
So-
The stairs, I imagine, are either to the
Behind?
side
So
or yeah.
It's not facing the mirror. So Dick is sort of down the hallway, and then looking down the hallway towards the mirror, has
Okay.
it set up on like a table next to the wall or something like that. So it can see the mirror frame, but not the mirror pane, I guess.
Okay, so it's not looking at the mirror.
Yeah, not directly at it at any rate.
So I'd say the stairs are probably towards the lounge area, so people can get up and down pretty easy. So the question is, it facing down the hall or towards the lounge and the front desk?
It's looking down the hall towards the direction that Savoy and Dick came from.
Okay, so towards the front desk.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, Naomi is in camera view, and her.
Does she show up on the preview screen where it shows you what's being recorded?
Sorta. She does, but I would like you to roll sharp, please.
Hey, Rowan.
Yes.
I have a side question while Raven rolls sharp. With the amount of magic going on in the area, do you want Savoy to roll cool?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I'm gonna do this with advantage. I'm grabbing one of those. It's an 8 and
Oh,
a 10. I will take the 10.
Savoy's doing all right, guys.
Oh,
Woohoo!
so you feel a little like, ooh, I feel like magic. You feel it prickling up your arm, like hair standing on end. But you're able to shake it off. Like, whew,
Right.
okay.
Savoy could definitely hear Zahil in the back of their head being like, well, you dumb shit, look what you walked into. But
Seriously.
Zahil's only in their head.
Yeah, no, you're fine. You got a 10, so that is a full success. So Naomi, like there is Naomi's shape on the camera, but it's reflecting down the hall. Like her shape is reflecting you guys. It's reflective.
That's
Okay.
creepy, but all right.
Okay. So Dick is just gonna like stretch and cross her arms, and as she does, her right hand's gonna slide under her vest, grabbing the handle of her gun and the under the shoulder holster. She's like, "Oh yeah, what weird thing did y'all see up there?"
There were footprints on the ceiling.
That's pretty weird.
Yeah, and it was only visible with the black light that was given to Lily.
I see. Hey, boss.
Yeah, Savoy calls from the room, absolutely none the wiser.
Can you call Jonas and just see how they're doing? Call him on the phone.
Yeah. Savoy pulls their cell phone out and calls Jonas.
Jonas, you're currently like, wow, everything here is magic. This is kind of creepy. And then you get a call on your phone.
Okay. So Jonas kind of jumps a little bit. And then just pulls his phone out and answers in a low voice. Hello?
Jonas, have you encountered anything strange on the top floor yet?
I'm not on the top floor, but I'm not on the top floor. I'm on the second floor.
So Savoy would have put Jonas on speakerphone so that both Dick and Naomi could hear them.
Hey, Jonas. You got who else with you right now?
Nobody.
No. Did you all went up there and split up?
Yeah, Mira and Lily and Naomi went upstairs.
We're gonna have a talk about how you don't split the party later, Jonas.
Wow, you're one to talk.
You guys are downstairs.
Gives Dick a look that's
Yeah.
like, we split the party. We have 3 floors to cover. There's not much.
Dick just looks at Dick just looks at Savoy. He's like, "Yeah, but we're together. There's 2 of us.
Whatever.
Don't go off by yourself."
Hey, Jonas, can you stay on the phone with me?
Sure.
It seems like there might be something strange going on while we're here. Actually, do you mind making your way down, either down to us or up to Mira and Lily? And it looks like Naomi's joined us down here, so I don't think she's with them anymore.
What? Jonas is just like, all of a sudden, he's like booking it to go upstairs and find Mira and Lily.
We could just
Dick's
hear
gonna
like
pull out-
breathing and heavy footsteps.
Dick's gonna pull out her phone with her left hand and call Naomi.
There is no answer. Naomi's phone, like, there's no phone on Naomi. This Naomi in front of you.
Yeah. Does another Naomi pick up?
No.
Does it go straight to voicemail or does it ring?
It rings and no one picks up.
Okay. Dick's gonna put their phone away. Go, So what do you think those footprints mean?
I'm not sure yet. I know that they led down the hall towards a mirror, but it didn't have a black border.
You know, I think everybody else has got a pretty good handle on this. Why don't we if these mirror things are really after you, then it might be dangerous for you here. Why don't we go get a coffee or something?
Oh,
Savoy gives
right now?
Dick another one of those withering looks like, what the fuck are you up to?
This doesn't seem like the best time. And Dick, that's when your phone rings. It's Naomi calling back.
Okay. Dick's
And
gonna.
wait, hold on. Jonas,
There's more. Okay.
at that moment, you get upstairs and you see yourself across the hall. You see yourself in front of Mira and Lily, and there's no Naomi. And yourself turns and looks at you, Jonas, and says, well, this is awkward. And we're going to take a break.
Oh, no!
All right, we'll be back in 10 minutes. So feel free to stretch your legs, hydrate, grab whatever snacks you would like, and we'll be right back. are back.
Welcome back. So where we left off, Jonas, you had just ran
Indeed.
upstairs,
Yes.
and you are now faced with yourself.
Oof. Deep.
Uh-huh. What are you gonna do? It just turned to you and said, well, this is awkward.
Jonas is going to just stare at the other him for a second, like still moving, but starting to approach a little bit more slowly to kind of feel out the situation. And he's just like, you weren't making out or anything, were you?
Lily's like, what does making out mean?
Was that Lily?
Yeah.
Mira just reaches behind without turning and just like puts her hand on Lily's face.
Oh, it's covering each other's faces? Is that what making out is?
Mira just goes, shh.
Adults are talking now. This Jonah says, no, we weren't. That's a good idea, though.
Jonas picks up his pace a little bit to stand in between the other Jonas and Mira.
So as you pick up the pace and start running towards it, it gets skittish and runs for the nearest mirror, which there's like 3 mirrors along this hall, 3 mirrors along this hall, 1 mirror in the back.
Can Mira use her magic to haunt this place?
Yes, go ahead and roll magic if you'd like. Can Marijuana use her magic puffballs, please?
That's
I'm screen capping that one. Oh gosh, that was a good one. Ice cream topping that one.
Mira's name is now short for marijuana.
Mary Jane.
Just call her MJ from now on.
MJ. Ice cream topping, please.
Okay, I rolled it.
Does that make Jonah Spider-Man?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, now I have to
Then-
draw.
So you want to hold this mirror boy?
Yes.
Okay, you did succeed. Something weird happens though.
Uh-oh.
No, you got a full success. But you expect it to like wrap it around him like he's like normal, right?
Yeah.
Like a normal person. And it seems almost flat.
Right. If she like probes with her magic a little bit, is there any like specific reason for that? Like, is it, are we expecting like a cardboard cutout kind of deal?
Almost. Whatever it is, like you guys are perceiving it as 2 dimensions. I mean 3 dimensions, but it is 2-dimensional. It feels like. Probably if you looked in a camera or something, it would look fairly flat.
What happens if Mira uses her magic to squeeze it?
And that's when the boy shatters.
Oh no.
Mira!
Oh no.
She didn't squeeze very hard.
What did you do?
Mira killed Jonas.
Jonas is like running over, and now he's trying to piece together this butthole that was threatening to make out with Mira.
This butthole man.
Now, are you trying to piece together his butthole, or are you calling him a butthole?
Calling butthole. I don't think the butthole was visible. Okay, I'm done.
You hope it wasn't.
I sure hope not. That's my butthole.
So, Jonas, I would like you to roll sharp for me.
Just don't cut yourself on it.
Oh my god.
Let's see. I'm going to add a d6 to that. That was a 5.
Okay. Oof.
Oh, now it's an 11
Excuse me.
though.
Oh wow. Okay, that means you rolled straight up 6, huh? Well done. So one of the things you realize as you are kind of like thinking about this reflection boy that just shattered is he's wearing the same clothes you were wearing the last day you were here. The day you moved out of the motel, he's wearing that outfit.
This is concerning for so many reasons.
Was it the... No, I would say that your actual legit move out wasn't wearing the pound cake shirt.
Mira hands the black light back to Lily.
Lily's like, yay! She is so unconcerned.
Mira just pats her head.
Is the thing responsive? The shattered glass, is that responsive?
Nope. It looks like a broken mirror. And you are still on the line with Savoy, I think.
Yes, and Savoy and
So
Dick.
Savoy heard things.
Yeah. Savoy heard a lot of things and they don't really know what's going on.
Savoy, you did not hear a second Jonas.
Oh. Once the running stopped,
but you did hear shattering glass.
Savoy is going to kind of like very loudly say over the line, Jonas, are you still there?
Jonas like lifts his phone back up to his ear. He's like, oh my gosh. Yes, and we accidentally killed him. We killed me. I mean, we did kill me.
Jonas, do you want to start that over again?
So
can we pause there? Can we go back and do what Dick was going to do before all that happens?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because that was kind of
because it might change.
Time.
Yeah, this might change this conversation.
Okay.
So Dick's got her arms crossed, right? Her right hand's on her gun underneath the vest. She sees that the call is from Naomi, but she answers it and just goes, Jonathan, yeah, the case that we've got going on here,
what?
It's like a copycat situation. I pretty much got it all figured out. Don't worry, I'll send you the report. But yeah, the whole group was just a bunch of copycats copying that other crime. One of them was in the downstairs of the building. The other was in the upstairs. We're still trying to figure out where the other two went. But that's the situation. Thanks for calling back, Jonathan. Make sure you stay safe. And then she'll end the phone call and put the phone back in her pocket.
And meanwhile,
sorry, looking at
this Naomi looks at you confusedly. Yeah, looks very confused. Like, are you okay?
It was yeah, it's just a buddy of mine down in New Orleans Police Department had a question about a case that I was helping them with.
All right. That didn't have anything to do with these mirrors, though, right?
No, this is the case in New Orleans.
So you've dealt with copycats before? Or doppelgangers? Or mirrors? Or I don't
No,
know.
that's
It just felt very relevant.
oh, that's funny. No, it's what you call when somebody does a major crime, and then somebody else comes along and does a similar thing and tries to pass themselves off as the first criminal. You're an FBI agent. I'm surprised you don't know this terminology.
I'm still new.
There's a string of arsons.
Oh.
Somebody was copycatting the first arson.
Savoy just looks really confused.
So does this Naomi. This Naomi looks at you, Savoy, and shrugs. Like,
Savoy just shrugs also, like, I don't know what's going on with
And
the
that's
phone
when-
pressed to their ear.
Yeah, and that's when Jonas answers or gets back on the line.
Okay. At that point, does Naomi do anything else?
No, not really.
What about Dick towards Naomi?
Dick looks more standoffish than they were. Because, like, in the car, she had her arm around Naomi, and Dick's keeping their arms crossed.
So body language is different.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's
not hostile or tense, but it's different enough that Savoy, if Savoy is particularly observant, they might notice that Dick is being different.
Savoy would notice that they're being different, but not understand why. And so Savoy is going to talk to Jonas, and when Jonas is done kind of like sputtering, is like, can you please explain to me in English? Are you okay? And is Mira and Lily okay?
When I hear sputtering, I just imagine Jonas going.
Yes, Mira and Lily are okay. And Jonas kind of pauses for a second and looks out of the corner of his eye at Mira and Lily kind of hesitantly.
Hey, can you roll sharp for me, my dude?
Jonas, right?
Yes, Jonas.
Lily
8.
asks that you roll sharp.
8. Mixed success. Mira's reflection behind her is gone.
Oh.
Bum, bum, bum.
Lily's is still there, though.
Jonas is gonna go over to like stop talking and stop messing around with the pieces on the floor, and then just like kind of try to wrap his hand around like Mira's leg or wrist, whatever's closest, and just give it like a little, like just a soft squeeze.
This boy's squeezing your arm, yeah.
I was gonna make a touch intimacy joke, but I don't think now's the time. Mira, suffice to say, Mira just gives him like a weird look.
So just if you see Mira, let me know.
You mean Mira's not with you?
Poor Mira is just like, excuse me.
Yeah, Mira's looking at you like you've lost your damn mind.
Dick just calls out, are you seeing Mira or Mirror?
I'm
Mira.
pretty sure Jonas said Mira.
If you see Mira, let me know.
I get it. It's like a mirror. There's mirrors everywhere. That's funny.
Savoy's
Dick's
just
trying your
like,
damn hardest to keep copycat
Okay,
Naomi in the dark, and y'all
well-
are not making it easy.
Jonas, I think it's best that we leave our phones on at the time, just so that we can keep tabs with each other. Is that okay?
Yes. Am I on speaker?
Yes, you are.
All right.
So, actually, I'm going to have you all roll 2d10 for me.
Okay.
See how much battery life you all have. And I will write this down. And I will roll for Naomi as well. Because you can't just keep your phones on willy-nilly. 14% battery. Wait, no, okay. That's 33, 77%.
Savoy is really low on
59%.
battery, apparently.
Yeah, Savoy is at 33% battery.
Honestly, about 16%.
16, you said?
Yeah, I rolled a 1 and a 6.
Oh, geez. Okay, but
Use her
Mira's got
phone
ya.
That's why.
What about Dick?
59%.
Almost 69. Darn.
Nice.
Okay. So I will basically, as this goes on, the battery is going to go down. So you're gonna have to keep an eye on that.
Okay. That's fine.
This is fine.
Everything's fine.
In fact, I'm gonna roll for Naomi's phone as well.
Did Savoy get a chance to inspect the room at all?
38%. Please roll investigate a mystery for me.
Okay.
A lot of weird stuff has been happening. Oh, you see Jack and shit.
Oh, good.
No. Unless you want would you like to roll an extra die?
No, it's okay. I'll save that for later.
Okay.
Oh,
This is
that reminds me. Vanessa, how did you want to use that $5 from the subscription?
Oh, speaking of that, last time my subscription got renewed, I didn't tell you what I wanted to do with those either.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna pump all of those into D6s for the cast.
Yay!
It's going to be 5 extra. So that'll put us at 66s.
Beautiful.
beautiful. It's full of broody. Okay, excellent. Okay, so
Really?
it's actually a hard move, my dude.
Okay.
I
didn't just fail.
So, well, no, it's unless you rolled an extra die, you failed. But
Yeah.
I get to make a hard move. So you do see something. It's just gonna be,
It's
there's
gonna
gonna be a
terrible.
move.
You bring it on. Bring it on.
Okay, so you are looking. This room is fairly dark and everything. And then you spook yourself. You're like looking around. I think you maybe turn on your phone battery or phone, not phone battery, phone flashlight to kind of, because the lights aren't seeming to work quite right. Like they flicker and then go off. You just flick it. Doesn't seem to work. You turn to the mirror and your own reflection spooks you as you shine the light on it.
Okay.
You're like, whoa!
So
how's it going?
It feels like shit. Oh, okay.
Shit!
Fuck. It's just my reflection. So, but Savoy didn't really see anything else other than their reflection scaring the bejesus out of them.
So as everything else is going on, and you kind of turn your head away as and peek out as everything is going on. When you look back, your reflection's gone.
Oh, fuck. And Savoy's just like. Savoy wants to
play
break
musical
the
cameras.
mirror, but it doesn't sound like a very conventional way of
Oh,
dealing
no.
with the problem.
Okay, wait 1 sec. We gotta do musical cameras.
I'm
Oh,
sorry,
no.
my cat.
Okay, Rowan, turn yours back on. I think that should fix it.
Okay. There we go.
No, sorry. Riley, turn yours back off.
Oh, no.
Both off again. Riley, turn yours on. Now, Rowan.
There we go.
Ta-da!
There you go.
Magic. All right. So, what was I saying? Yeah, so you turn back. Yeah, your reflection's gone.
Savoy just like is just frustrated and walks out of the room and closes the door. It's like, well, we might as well check the rest of the room, but it seems like we're just going to run into the same problem of musical mirrors. And maybe if we're all together, we might have a better time of approaching this than being separated.
So, Dick, you get a text message.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I will read it.
It's from Naomi, and Naomi says, "Everyone is gone. Where did you all go?"
Where was Naomi supposed to be?
With Mira?
Okay.
With Mira, yes.
Well, I was hoping to maybe try and get some more answers, but Dick pulls out her gun and points it at Naomi's reflection. Goes,
Well,
I think it's.
what did you flick? What do you flick?
Pulls out her gun.
Oh.
And points it at reflection, Naomi. He goes, I was gonna try and get information the easy way, but I guess we're gonna have to go the hard way.
Whoa!
So I think it's best you start talking.
Savoy
what is going on?
Savoy's jumping into action too and is like, Dick, what are you doing?
That's not Naomi. And Dick hands Savoy the phone.
What are you talking about?
Savoy looks down at the phone to read the text message and looks back at the imitation Naomi.
Real sharp for me.
Who?
Specifically Savoy, because you've already discovered stuff.
Rolled. Wow. Savoy's dumb as bricks tonight, guys.
Yeah, no, this looks exactly like Naomi normally does. There's nothing different. It's not like before where the reflection was slightly different.
So Savoy is slowly moving in between Dick and Naomi, like, Dick, I don't know what you think is going on, but that's definitely Naomi.
Look at the camera over there. And Dick points at her camera on the table.
Naomi, would you mind moving with me just in case?
Yeah, no problem. And so
yeah, Savoy moves to stand between Naomi and Dick so that Dick doesn't have a clear shot, and moves.
Naomi moves like kind of beside you, so she's facing the wall.
Okay.
So kind of like, here's Dick, here's you, here's Naomi, the wall's right here.
Gotcha. So Savoy's just going to kind of like sidestep down towards the camera, making sure that Naomi stays between them, and picks up the camera to look at what Dick was talking about.
And that's when Naomi touches the mirror and disappears.
God damn it.
And Savoy's just like, what the fuck?
Would Mira and Jonas be able to get down there at this point?
Yes, you're heading down the
Um,
stairs.
Dick just looks at Savoy and goes, and doesn't use the normal, like, hey, boss. She looks just very sternly at Savoy and goes, Savoy, if you want me to do this job, you need to let me do the job, and you need to trust me when I say something's up.
And Savoy just doesn't have a worded response, just an expression of like disdain, like frustration and like contempt almost, but doesn't respond at all, and just starts heading towards the stairs, knowing that Jonas and Mira are heading towards them, so they can at least meet in the middle. To avoid salty.
holsters her gun,
Meanwhile,
grabs her camera.
Todd leans over the counter. He's like, "What's going on in there? Is that a guy?"
Todd, stay in your office.
I'm at the front desk. Do you want me to go to my office?
Shut up, Todd!
Oh God. Okay.
So they start heading up the stairs towards Jonas and Mira.
So they meet halfway. So Mira, and Jonas and Lily are almost to you.
Would Mira have felt any residual magic in the glass shards, or were they just glass?
They're just
Like,
glass. They're just
okay.
mirror pieces.
Okay.
So yeah, you all meet up. And there's no Naomi.
Savoy kind of grumbles and looks at Jonas, who's holding the hand, and then looks at Mira and Lily and says, I need you to tell me something that only you and I would know, so that I can ensure that you are also not reflection.
Me first?
Lily's
Sure.
like, I pick my nose and eat the boogers sometimes, but I don't let anyone know. Oh, never mind.
Savoy's expression softens just a little bit. And it's like, I'm really not sure if that counts, but I'll take it.
Mira dropped Lily's hand.
And then Savoy looks at Mira. And is
Mira,
like, yeah.
Mira looks at Savoy expectantly, and she's just like, well, I mean, I don't exactly spend a lot of time with any of you alone. What do you expect me to say?
Well, that sounds like a terrible Mira thing to say, so I will also buy that for now. And you can see, like, it's almost like paranoia has set into Savoy. Like, they are uncomfortable with this whole situation.
Dick is coming up shortly after Savoy. And I think Dick would probably ask about the glass on the ground, like, what's that?
You guys met halfway. They were already heading
Okay.
towards
Never mind then.
you, so you're not on the third floor.
That's right.
You're kind of like in the stairway between the first and second floor.
Okay, never mind then.
So
Sorry, I'm just catching up in the chat on
Right?
All right. So Savoy looks between the others and that says, well, we seem to be having some strange occurrences with the mirrors. My reflection has already disappeared. Naomi is assumed missing at the time, according to the text messages that she sent Dick.
and Dick, you actually get another message.
Okay. What does it say?
Well, you didn't respond to the first one at all, right?
No, have not had the chance.
So she asked, "What is the situation with you? Where are you?"
Dick's gonna call her.
Okay. Naomi answers. She's like, "Hello." There's an
Hey,
odd
so-
kind of static on the other line a little bit.
Hey, sorry about before. Your reflection was standing right in front of me and talking to me
Oh.
as you were calling me. So.
Oh, that's not.
I hope you were able to figure out what my little code message there was, but
Sort of. I mean, I got the whole copycat thing. I was assuming that you meant with the mirrors in the current situation, obviously. What else? What else
that's
would it
correct.
be? So, yeah.
Well, I had them under control. Was trying to get information, and then somebody got in the way, and your copy went through a mirror. And now I don't know where they are, and I don't know where you are.
I'm not fully sure where I am either.
What's the last thing you remember?
I remember standing in the hall with Mira and Lily, and we were looking at the footprints on the ceiling. We were trying to follow them to the mirror at the end of the hall because that's where the footsteps ended. And then I found myself on the 4th floor. And when I came down to the 3rd floor,
were you standing by the mirror when you suddenly found yourself on the 4th floor?
I couldn't tell you. I wasn't properly paying attention to that mirror. And I guess that was my mistake. I was paying attention to the one at the end of the hall.
I'm dealing with so many amateurs. All right. I'm coming to. You're on the 4th floor?
No,
you think?
I'm back on the 3rd floor and no one's here.
All right, I'm coming to you. Just stay there.
Okay.
And Dick just starts booking it towards the 3rd floor.
Do the rest of you follow?
Yes.
Yes.
Savoy's under the mind that we all shouldn't be separated any further.
Mm-hmm. So you go upstairs and Naomi is not there.
Okay. Dick's still on the phone, goes, "Yeah, you're not here, which
What?
means I'm on the 3rd floor. I'm looking right at where you should be, and wait a minute, there's a bunch of broken glass on the floor. I don't see any broken mirrors.
Could we see her through a mirror? Could she be in this mirror world? Savoy asks, following blindly behind them.
Wait, was that Savoy?
Distantly.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody's here with me.
Mira just
okay.
up at the broken glass comment. She points to the glass and she's like, "Oh, I killed a man, but that's not any different from any other day of the week, so we can move past that."
So, we had 2 of these. You killed one, and Boss let the other get away. Great.
You can hear
hold on a second, Naomi.
Rumble of a growl.
Mira, she doesn't look too pleased with Dick. She hisses a little bit. She's like, "Well, I didn't intend to shatter it."
That helps a lot, Mira. I appreciate that. Hold on. Dick pulls out her camera and is looking at everybody through it to see if they're reflecting or not.
Everyone? That if everyone's reflecting? Nope, everyone's normal.
If any of them are. Okay.
However, you are seeing things through the camera. Please roll investigate a mystery for me.
That's a 10.
10. All right. So ask some questions, my dude. What happened here? What sort of creature is it? What can it do? What can hurt it? Where did it go? What was going to do? What is being concealed here? 2 questions.
I don't know what questions to ask because I don't have any idea what I'm seeing.
Fine. Okay. I'll give you 2 things. How about that? Okay.
Sure.
So as you look through the camera, you don't see the broken glass on the floor.
Okay.
You also see the footprints on the ceiling.
Okay.
For a brief moment, you actually see someone standing there above, holding a arm to their ear, but it's a shadowy, shimmery outline, like it was with Naomi before. When you move the camera down, there's no one there.
Okay. Naomi?
Yes?
Darling?
What?
I can see you on the ceiling through my camera.
What? I don't think I'm on the... What?
You're not literally on the ceiling, but if I look through my camera, I can see you there, but not without the camera. So we got to figure out how to get you from where you are to where we are.
Should I backtrack? Should I go to the 4th floor?
Sure. I'll follow along and watch you through the camera and see if I can
Maybe
go where you go.
No, wait, hold on. Now, here's an idea. What if you stay in front of the mirror that I disappeared through? If I was grabbed through a mirror to a mirror world, like you are suggesting. If you stand there and I head back to where I appeared on the 4th floor, see if you can see me there.
All right. Well, I'm not going to stand in front of the thing that sucked you in. I don't want to replicate the situation exactly,
All right.
but I will stand next to it, and then as soon as you're there, I will take a peek.
Okay. That sounds fair to me. So, everyone else, you're kind of overhearing this conversation. What are you thinking?
Savoy is still very uncomfortable.
Very nice. What about the rest of you?
Jonas is
You
once
know-
again concerned about the broken glass on the floor.
Yeah, you're like, oh no, my baby, my child. We could have been best friends.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry, Jonas. I'm sorry. I wasn't gonna hurt you.
I feel as if I never really got the chance to know him.
Mm.
Yeah, he's real broken up about it.
No. That was so good. Oh no. Oh.
I guess you could say Mira really loved Jonas to bits.
Stop. Stop.
It's really gonna shatter his heart.
This is terrible. Oh my God.
Just
Jonas
imagine
is just
Dick here
fight-
standing by the mirror waiting
shattered.
for Naomi to get back upstairs, just saying these puns as Jonas is kind
I
of
think
distraught.
Broken up with Jonas.
Oh gosh.
Oh my god.
Jonas's sadness is the equivalent of flushing your favorite fish down the toilet after it has died.
But
Aw.
realizing at the very last minute it wasn't actually dead and you just flushed a live fish down the toilet.
Take a sad story and crank it up to 11.
I'm real good at that.
I was about to make a very off-color joke, and I decided it was inappropriate. So let's
All
keep
right.
going. All right. So you guys are so you're waiting by this mirror.
Well,
Jonas,
not
you're just
by
kind
it,
of
but within visual distance of it.
fair enough. Finally, you hear Naomi's like, "Okay, I'm there."
Right. Dick is going to, just standing right next to the mirror, is going to lean over, look at it, and is looking with her eyes and looking through the camera at the same time.
Okay, so you see Naomi, and then
Through both.
through both, yes. Or no, you see it with the physical eyes. You don't see it through the camera.
Okay. All right. I see you. Camera does not see you.
Okay. No, you see a empty hallway. In fact, roll sharp for me. See if you notice some things about what you see through the camera.
Me?
Yes.
11.
Oh, dang. Okay. So you're looking through this camera, and you realize some things about this hallway. For one, the numbers all start with 4, and it's opposed to 3 for the 3rd floor.
Okay. We are
So
on the 4th floor, aren't we?
No,
No,
you're
you're
on the third one.
Naomi's
Right,
on the
okay.
4th. She said she was on the 4th when she disappeared.
Mirrors are complicated. Okay. All right. Well, I see you with my eyes.
So Naomi, as you're leaning forward, she suddenly jumps and she looks to her side, and she's like, "Oh, Dick. Uh, you just appeared beside me, and you're peering through the mirror, and then your reflection leans to Naomi and says, "Course I am."
That's not me. Run.
Ah, okay. And she takes off in a mad sprint.
Okay.
Your reflection watches her go and lowers the camera and then smiles at you, Dick.
Dick's just flipping it off.
Jonas.
Savoy's going to suggest something.
Okay.
Savoy's like, what's the likelihood that if we wait out here, we're just going to, I don't know, watch our new friend disappear, and maybe we should go in after her? What can we do from out here?
Lily's like, don't you know mirrors are portals to other worlds?
Yeah, that's the part that concerns me.
Savoy's just like goosebumps, creepy child.
Yeah, I like this world.
They'd use it to walk places. Go
Okay,
different
Lily.
places.
If, from what you know about mirrors, Lily,
Mm-hmm.
can we walk those same places too on our own accord? Like, if I used this mirror as a portal, you think I could come back?
No, you can't do that unless it's the right mirror, or unless the person on the other side of the mirror lets you in.
Well, fuck.
Is the Dick reflection still there?
Yes.
Alright.
Jonas is gonna come over and be like, "Can I come in?"
Dick kind of shrugs and gestures to the phone Like, I can't talk to you. The person that could talk to you, you had run off. In fact, they type this into the phone screen and hold it up.
So Jonas is gonna type on his phone, "Can I come in? Am I in there? Am I still alive?"
Existential crisis ensues.
So you see Dick's face just go,
That Jonas like writes again, "The one that looks like me, or looked like me. Can I come in?"
Dick, are you still holding the camera?
Yes, I am.
You look through the camera and you see Jonas's reflection in the mirror. You do not see yours, though. You did see yours before until you showed up in real life. Like, showed up in your actual reflection with your
Brain
own
just
eyes.
exploded. Okay.
So your
So I
reflection's
see
still
Jonas.
there. You see Jonas through the camera.
Okay, but I don't see me
You don't
through
see
the
you.
camera. I'm gonna take a picture.
Okay.
Following old myths and legends about things that happen when you take pictures.
Okay. Like, see if it captures your soul or whatever.
Yeah. Does anything happen to Reflection Jonas?
No. He's still in the camera.
Is Reflection Jonas doing the same things that normal Jonas is doing?
Yes.
But they killed Reflection Jonas.
Who said they killed this reflection?
Yeah, but this reflection seems to be acting normal.
Who said they killed this reflection?
I don't know. How
Are
many
there not?
reflections can be made?
How many mirrors are
All
there?
right.
Oh, fuck.
I don't like it. Take it back.
All right. Dick's gonna look at their reflection and type out something on their screen and hold up to the mirror so that nobody else can see what's written on it. Just her reflection can read it.
What does it say?
It says, "Let me in." It's what Adina would want.
The person pauses. I mean, you pause. This is complicated for my brain. I can't.
Right?
I don't know.
Mirror Dick pauses.
Mirror Dick.
That just sounds wrong.
It does. The twin dick. It's like a snake dick, where it has two heads.
Yep.
Don't ask me while I know this.
What do they do?
Anyway, what happens?
They pause and think about this, and then they reach a hand through the mirror and grab you, and you feel nothing, Dick, and then you're on the other side of the mirror. You're alone.
Okay.
You are still looking at yourself.
So it swapped places with me.
Yes.
Okay.
Does anybody else notice that?
No. Actually, roll sharp. Everyone.
Well, I'm gonna call Savoy
7 for Jonas.
immediately.
7 for Jonas.
Oof.
God, my rolls today are awful.
3. Nope, this is absolutely the same Dick.
11.
Nothing happened. Mira, you feel okay, Jonas. Actually, let's do this. Jonas, you feel magic happen. You feel magic in the air. So something clearly happened. You just don't know what happened.
So how does he know there's a difference? Because there's always magic in the air when Dick's around.
Oh God.
Jesus.
I can feel it coming in the air tonight.
Gags a
Lord.
Not that
little.
Oh God.
And then Mira, you notice that this stick, they're the necklace that they normally wear is different. It's a different shape, and the flower in it is a different color. So that's what you see, Mira. You also
Yeah.
feel the magic, though.
Right. Mira, can she? No, she just verbally says like, I'm pretty sure that this Dick is not the one that was standing there before.
Savoy's not sold until they get a phone call.
Jonas is gonna tap the Dick next to him.
You're doing it on purpose, you guys.
I'm not.
I'm not. He's gonna tap. Stop! This is serious.
Y'all have problems.
Raven,
He taps her.
Raven. Is this what you did on purpose?
Yes.
This is your fault. This is what you planned to do.
No.
This is all
I didn't plan on there being multiple Dicks.
No, the Dick jokes.
So anyways, Jonas taps.
There's supposed to just be one person named
Clink,
Dick.
You hear a clink, clink.
Clink, clink.
Yeah,
Like tapping on glass.
yes, but otherwise it feels three-dimensional. Anyways, Dick, make your phone call.
Yep, calling Savoy.
Savoy looks down, looks at the Dick, and then answers the phone and says,
This Dick,
"Hello?"
this Dick puts hands in her jacket pockets. I'm assuming
Hey boss, that's not me out there.
I could have told him
Oh.
that.
Is that what the other Dick says?
Yes.
Mira just mutters to herself, and she's like, "Wow, it's almost like it. That's exactly what I said."
Savoy is just like
Dumbasses.
over all of this. Savoy's like, "Okay, go find Naomi."
Yep, that's the plan. Figure out how to get us the hell out of here while I do that.
I mean, I'll try my best, but I feel like this is the only gateway that we know.
No, it ain't a gateway.
Are you gonna play with us? Is this a game?
What? It's not a game, sweetheart.
Can you turn into me?
What? No.
Why not?
Do I look like you? I don't think I look like you. I wouldn't want to look like you.
Do you look like this anyways?
What?
Savoy's gonna clear their voice, like kind of go. It seems like you might be more interested in helping us than possibly some of the other reflections that we've seen. Can you explain?
Well, you don't exactly know that, do you?
No, clearly I don't, but I'm going out on a limb here to see if you're going to help us. Do you want to help us or not?
Little column A, little bit of column B. It's
so
complicated.
What's the objective? What is it that you want specifically?
We're tired of living in empty worlds.
Empty worlds as in reflections?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
All right. So
They ain't alive like it is here.
can you enter the worlds without abducting people?
Afraid not.
How did the Jonas doppelganger get out here?
Who said it was Jonas that got abducted?
Fuck, you're right. Savoy kind of like rocks back on their heels thinking and is like, is there...
Where's Todd?
Todd's downstairs in his office.
There was one other person in the hotel.
You think?
The alligator man. The poor alligator man.
Savoy's like, oops. Look, I want to find a resolution for you. Because clearly that's what this is all about, is finding resolutions. Now,
y'all are kind of stuck here until we do.
I mean, clearly.
And think about it. The fact that you
let's-
can't see your reflections, you really think you can leave until you find them?
And Savoy just stops. And like doesn't have anything to say for like 30 long seconds.
Is Dick still on the phone?
Yes.
Like, did Savoy hang up? Okay.
You're still on the phone, so you're hearing this.
Okay. Hey, boss.
Whenever you talk, like, the other line is very staticky, by the way, to you, Dick. Same vice versa.
Yeah.
Hey, boss. Is Mini Me being a dick?
I'm not mini-me. What?
So Savoy makes that terrible growling noise that Zahil usually does in like absolute frustration and contempt.
Real cool. Real cool,
Woo!
Frey. Real cool.
I'm gonna take that as a yes.
Wow, my cool rolls are doing real great today.
Yeah, you're fine.
Savoy just like, you can kind of see the ripple across their skin and they take a deep breath and they let that go. They're still angry as fuck. And Savoy looks at Dick and then looks at the mirror and says, are all the reflections you?
No.
Are you all separate people?
Separate as I know.
Alright, that sounds like me being a dick. Alright.
Where?
See if this helps.
Okay, go on.
Tell the dick standing there that she can either help you all, or we can start unpacking Adina, John, and Susan. And these are all the backstory names of tragic love stories that Dick has been through.
So you see this stick grind her teeth.
Savoy's going to capitalize on that and say, I can have, and waves the phone, Dick tell me all about these things and bring it all to the surface. Or you can be more cooperative.
So this Dick looks at the Dick in the mirror, you, God,
Okay.
and says, now, you really don't want to be doing that to yourself, do you?
Not particularly. But, my determination to solve all this is a little bit higher than my lack of wanting to unbox all of that.
Well, this person debates. It's like, tell you what, I can help you find your reflections, and we'll figure this all out. However, I ain't promising nothing.
All right. Savoy
And
says,
Dick just goes, okay. Dick just goes, all right, that sounds like a start. Kind of like the start when we first met John. So nice to meet somebody else, involved in law enforcement that could really get what we were going through.
There's an eye twitch. It's like, listen. Are you? We don't really gotta do this. Because I can do it right
Don't
back.
have to.
look, I get it. You both have baggage. Great. But can we get on with it? Because we have our reflections that are running amok somewhere else in this hotel. And we also have whoever is orchestrating this to deal with.
I'm sure
And
we're all highly
Well-
over this stick measuring contest right now.
100%, Mira. Thank you for saying what we've
Like-
all been thinking.
Well, that's simple.
That was amazing.
What? Well, that's simple. Have you found the mirror yet?
No, where is it?
I don't know. I just know it's somewhere in this hotel. And with that,
Did
we're gonna actually end tonight.
I am going to tear your arms off, Rowan. I've got like role player blue balls. Why?
Exactly. Because we need a cliffhanger.
No, can't we have a cliffhanger
Oh my God.
after this?
No.
We need to have this cliffhanger and then resolve it, and then another cliffhanger.
Yeah.
No, that was great.
Oh my god. I'm gonna be so grumpy about this all week long.
I love you, Yasmin.
I love you too. I say with like
Oh god.
deathly intent in my voice.
I love you too, you little bastard.
that voice, Raven, that voice that you just did needs to become a character.
I'll work
I
on
love
it.
you too, you little bastard. I'm gonna
Little
fuck your
bastard.
shit up.
Oh goodness.
Oh man.
Well, that was delightful.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it was.
All right. So do I go around and outro people? Starting with me.
Yes.
So favorite
Let's,
moments or?
let's start with you. Yeah.
Okay.
What was your favorite part? Where can we find you next? Anything else you want to share?
I just love dicking with you.
So many dick jokes.
Just
All of the dick jokes.
the moment you guys separated, I'm like, oh, this is going to get fun. So it's just fun having this fun house experience and just figuring out how the puzzle works, kind of.
Really, with the funhouse mirror reference there, Rowan?
Yeah.
The Funhouse mirror, and we're the clowns.
Yeah, the circus, the mirror, circus mirror, the mirror.
I just have
Everyone's
grump.
gonna kill me. You will find me here next week for another episode of the Tickfaw Files.
Oh goodness.
Next, let's go to Riley. What's your favorite part? Where to find you next?
I really like just when all the doppelgangers started popping up. That was really fun. Like when the other Jonas was there and like Miro handled it all cool like and pushed Lily behind her like a mama bear. That's pretty cool. And then you can find me here next
Wednesday?
Wednesday?
Yeah.
Next Wednesday.
And I'll put my website out in the comments.
Yay! Thank you very much. Let's do Vanessa next. What's your favorite part?
My favorite part, Jonas coming up the stairs and being like, "You're not making out with my girlfriend, are you?" Like, boy, why is that your first thought in this situation?
And then this Jonas like, no, but that's a good idea.
The more Jonases, the
Just like,
merrier
"Hey."
in concerns Mira. Watch your girl, Jonas, for those other Jonas reflections. That's all I gotta say. Other than that, you can find me here next week for Tickfaw, because I believe the session for Animus is not for Saturday, right, Raven?
Yeah, we're not streaming Friday or Saturday, but we'll be back Monday night.
Yes,
Okay.
because me and Raven are going to be out of
Possibly
town.
Monday day. Yeah.
Cool. So that means I will be here next Wednesday for more Tickfaw. And then you can also catch me on my art Twitter, which is at PepperoDraws. And that's pepper like the candy. And I'll drop my coffee page in the chat as well.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Vanessa. And last but not last yet, Yasmin. And then Raven, you are just perpetually forgotten.
It's cool.
It's not like it's Raven's channel or anything.
Well, that's the
That's
problem.
cool.
Is I keep expecting like Raven has already done it, you know.
Right.
But I've quite gotten used to introducing people and extroducing people.
All right.
We're just gonna have exorcisms for everybody. It's cool.
My favorite part was Jonas
damn spot.
encountering Jonas.
Was Jonas what?
Encountering Jonas. And just being like,
Hold up a minute.
Yes, exactly. You can find me here next week on Tickfaw. And yeah, that's about
Beautiful. Thank you. And finally, at last, Raven.
Last and least, I guess.
Yeah, at least.
That's
Nah,
for the big jokes. So just keep going.
I didn't even make more than like one or two this whole session. That's all in all. Anyways, favorite part. I actually rather enjoyed Dick going into like work mode, like the professional. This is my work voice. I am in job mode, and getting kind of serious about things, and then just realizing how not investigators everybody is. And just going like, oh my god, I'm surrounded by amateurs. Especially with Naomi. That was actually really fun to watch. And everybody's reaction of like, you're a dick. Yeah, I know. That's the problem. I really liked all that. But the whole thing was a lot of fun, and my brain hurts now from trying to keep track of all the mirror things. Yeah, it was great.
Your brain
You can
hurts.
find me
My
next.
brain hurts. Jeez.
Now you know how I felt every episode of Badlands trying to keep the timelines straight.
I know I've messed up
So-
already, so it's all good.
It's not a mess up. It's a new feature, and you just work that. You fold that into the store. Into
We
the
are
story,
no longer
like,
playing Tickfaw Fast, we're playing Skyrim.
Perfect. But yeah, you can find me next. It'll be Monday. So like Rowan said, we're going to be out of town for a couple of days, so we won't have our Friday or Saturday streams. Depending on when we leave, we may still have our Monday day stream, the Fleshmaker Folly, which I'll actually be playing in now. So that might happen Monday. I will send out a tweet about that on Sunday, if that is going to happen or not. But for sure, we'll have Empires and Epitaphs on Monday night at 7 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And then also, not this Friday, obviously, but the next Friday, we're going to, as I mentioned at the beginning, we're going to be playtesting Fundamental RPG 2nd Edition. If you're interested in trying that out, let me know. Shoot me a DM on Twitter or Discord, and I will get you signed up for the game. I'm not sure what the genre is yet. If you have suggestions, I'm open to that too. But we're going to be playtesting the system. So it should be pretty fun. For now, though, we're going to go on a raid. We're going to go raid a really cool channel called the Onyx Path. They are Onyx Path Publishing. They did It Came From Beneath the Sea as a one-shot we did not too long ago with Zan, titled, I think it was Crawdaddy Knows Best. And Zan's going to be over there this weekend for Onyx Path's online tabletop convention. He's going to be running another one-shot of that, the same Crawdaddy Knows Best. So definitely go check them out there. And yeah, we're going to go give them a raid. We've got our raid cry in chat. There were a lot of really great lines, though, so feel free to use whatever line you want. And I will see you all on Monday. Bye, everybody.